Vibrant community. Thanks everybody for being part of our vibrant community activity for April. We're going to just do a very quick sort of introduction to something that most people here know has been going on at the Lyles School of Civil Engineering for a very long time, and that's Shakespeare. So we do Shakespeare here because Shakespeare is always telling stories with his words, and when we as engineers have to get up and explain systems, progresses, programs to people outside of our field, understanding how to tell a story with words and with your voice is an important skill. So we've been doing this assignment in 392 for a long time. If anybody is watching this on social media, please comment what you remember from your speech if you're a graduate. So today I'm going to give you a sort of example of that sort of thing, and then I've got somebody from this semester's 392 class, Mr. Serio, who has disappeared. Yes, there he is, who's going to do one for you as well. So we're going to start with something that I've memorized, and that's this is from Richard II. Richard II is a story about a man who loses his kingdom, and it's one of the history plays. And this particular speech comes from Richard when he has realized that he is going to lose the kingdom that he has fought so hard to maintain. And there's a moment in which he is told by his court. They're kind of out in England trying to fight against Bolingbroke, his enemy, and he's told help is not coming. There's nobody who is going to be there to help you take back your kingdom. There's a kind of a pregnant pause, and then Richard says to his court, "Of comfort, no man speak. Let's talk of graves, of worms and epitaphs. Make dust our paper, and with rainy eyes write sorrow on the bosom of the earth. Let's choose executors and talk of wills, and yet not so. For what may we bequeath but our deposed bodies to the ground, our lands, our lives, and all our Bolingbrokes, and nothing can we call our own but death." And this small and barren portion of the earth that serves as grave is paste and cover to our bones. For God's sake, let us sit upon the ground and tell sad stories of the deaths of kings, how some have been deposed, some slain in war, some haunted by the ghosts they have deposed, some poisoned by their wives, some sleeping killed, all murdered. For within the hollow crown that rounds the mortal temples of a king keeps death his court, and there the antic sits, scoffing his state, grinning at his pomp, allowing him a breath, a little scene to monarchize, be feared, and kill with looks, infusing him with self and vain conceit, as if this flesh that walls about our life were brass impregnable. And, humored thus, comes at the end, and with a little pin bores through his castle walls, and farewell, king. Cover your heads, and mock not flesh and blood with solemn reverence. Throw away tradition, form, respect, and ceremonious duty, for you have but mistook me all this while. I live with bread like you, feel want, taste grief, need friends, subjected thus. How can you say to me I am a king? Thank you. So, that's what we do. We pick a speech and then we deliver it. And so let's do a little bit of that today. So Mr. Serio, I'm going to hand this off to you.
All right. Now might I do it, Pat. Now he is praying. And now I'll do it. And so he goes to heaven. And so I am revenged. That would be scanned. A villain kills my father, and for that I, his sole son, do this same villain send to heaven. Oh, this is higher in salary, not revenge. He took my father grossly, full of bread, with all his crimes broad blown, as flush as May. And how his audit stands, who knows save heaven? But in our circumstance and course of thought, 'tis heavy with him. And am I then revenged to take him in the purging of his soul, when he is fit and seasoned for his passage? No. Up, sword, and know thou a more horrid hent. When he is drunk asleep, or in his rage, or in the incestuous pleasure of his bed, at gaming, swearing, or about some act that has no relish of salvation in it, then trip him, that his heels may kick at heaven, and that his soul be as damned and black as hell whereto it goes. My mother stays. This physic but prolongs thy sickly ways.
Yes. So one of the things I'd like to encourage everybody to think about, so I know you guys have to do this, and it's always something that I know you work very hard at it. You work very hard at it. Thank you very much. And it is something that will stay with you. I guarantee it, because when I see our graduates at career fairs and things like that, they often come up and tell me, hey, I still got some of those lines. And sometimes they just give them to me. Like I just walk up and they start delivering, oh, Romeo, Romeo. One of the things about memory that is such a powerful and strong rhetorical tool that you should all be aware of is that your capacity to remember and facts, figures, information, and to convey that provides you with an enormous capacity to be convincing because you have those figures and those ideas to hand. I don't have to look it up. I don't have to reference something. I know. And in our capacity to persuade, our ability to convince people that the thing that we're trying to do, the project we're trying to undertake, is something that has value and that has a lasting result. Our capacity to be convincing in our voice and in our manner, I know this, I know what I'm talking about, has it simply has an undefinable and incalculable value. If I know what I'm talking about and I have the facts down, I'm just going to be more convincing. So I look forward to seeing all of you as you go into your lives and careers and go out there and start doing work and then come back and see me. I look forward to you telling me, yeah, I've still got it. Here's the first line. So thank you very much.